everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I have got our book box battles for December. We are still featuring Illumicrate and Fairyloot. I have not found another subscription box that I want to sub to. Is there one that you subscribe to? Should I check it out? Let me know down below. Please bear in mind I do not have endless funds for this. I do it because I enjoy the boxes. But anyways, so for today's book box battles, I'm going to be starting with Illumicrate, and that is because I had to open it before this video. So that is because they overfilled this box full of really good bookish goodies. I would have thought. I didn't look at everything, and I have heard some stories that people's boxes were a bit damaged, so I just wanted to open it, make sure everything was okay, and then I quickly put it back together, but it doesn't all fit back in how they put it in. But we only have one casualty, so that's good, and that is my little spoiler pamphlet. So after this video I will be putting this underneath a very heavy book, probably City of Brass and the Dragon Republic and Burning God, to just try and straighten it all out. But this will go away for now. We will look at that at the end. But this month's theme is a legacy to protect. So let's get into it. So the first thing I see is this box, which obviously means a mug. So it is a gorgeous mug designed by Rosie Thorns, and it just says "What is lost" on the front. And I believe this mug is inspired by Daevabad, which is obviously the City of Brass trilogy. And I loved the first two books, so I still need to read the third one. Oh my goodness, this is stunning. She's done it again. So on this mug, I'm probably not saying them in the right order, but we have got Ali, Dara and Nahari, I think. And this paper craft is stunning. Look at those colours. Oh, this can go next to my City of Brass books, which is fantastic, even though it's currently sharing a shelf with V.E. Schwab. So I have my Vicious mug on there already. But anyways. So this month we have got a 2-book month. I don't know what the main book is, but I do know what the second one is, and that is right here. Oh, I'm excited to finally read this book. I've been waiting for this book since it came out, because it came out at the start of the month, and it is The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. Guys, I love her. So she is the author of the One of Us is Lying duology. I think it's staying as a duology, and Two Can Keep a Secret, which is a separate book from that, and I believe this is separate as well. So the back of this one says, "The Story family are the envy of their neighbours, rich, beautiful and glamorous, until it all falls apart. The 4 children are suddenly dropped by their mother with a single sentence, 'You know what you did.' They never hear from her again. Years later, when cousins Aubrey, Millie and Jonah Story receive a mysterious invitation to spend the summer at their grandmother's resort, they have no choice but to follow their curiosity and meet the woman who's been such an enigma their entire lives. The teenagers are determined to discover the truth, but some secrets are better left alone." So this book sounds amazing. Unfortunately, it's a bit like, whew, but that's fine. Again, a heavy book will sort that right out, and I'm so excited to finally have this in my hands. I did pre-order it from Waterstones, so the minute I figured out that Illumicrate was sending me an edition, I gave that one back. But they're the exact same edition, but I don't need 2 of the exact same edition. So the next item I see is actually the monthly pin, but I don't know what the book is, so we will open that last. The book is also the next thing on top of the box, so we will take that out carefully and see what is underneath. Just pop that to the side for now. So the first thing I see, oh, is this paper item, and it says, "Dealing is a myth, destiny is the only myth, the gods choose nothing, you choose," by R.F. Kuang. There's something stuck to the bottom of that, and it is just this weekly planner. It's just got the days next to it, the date obviously, the TBR, and I believe that's the to-do list. Yes, it is. And it's just got a lovely poppy thing around it. Unfortunately, this has got a little bit battered in the post, but it's just a single pad, so it doesn't matter. Like, it's not the end of the world, is it? No, that is what we're saying. This is the item that was actually spoiled. So this is an art print holder, and it has this amazing quote on it, and it says, "History, huh? Bet we could make some." Oh, that's just the one quote. "History, huh? Bet we could make some." I mean, I have to say, this isn't the best print. From far away, it looks dead good. So from here, it looks great. When you get up and close, I don't know if you can see that, but in person, it is a little bit blurry. But at the same time, it's practical. I love it. It's just to put your art prints in, which is fantastic. Something that I did definitely need. So I'm happy with that. That'll work. And there's just a couple of small things left in the bottom, so let's pull them out. So the first thing I see are these magnets. So I don't know who they are, but I'm sure when we see the spoiler card, we'll see who they are. But that's pretty cool. A serious one and a happy one. Okay, fine. Then we have, is this a glass nail file? Yes, it is. Okay. Then we have a glass nail file, which just says yip yip on it. So that is the avatar item, I'm guessing. And it is just this gradient from blue to white, which is, it's handy, it's nice, it's sweet. Okay, I'll go for that. And the final thing at the bottom of the box is just the author letter from Karen M. McManus, and on the back it says, you know what you did. So you could frame this if you really wanted to. I think I will be putting this away to keep it safe in my folder where I keep all my art prints and stuff, but that is pretty cool. Okay, so that is everything in the box. Let's get to the actual book. So it is just here in this bag. Bright pink sprayed edges. Okay. Do you know what? I could, and it's pink cover. I can get behind that. Oh, the ravens! Okay, so today, the day I'm filming this is Boxing Day, because, you know, I wanted to get this filmed, and that is when I finally had the chance to sit down and film this video. And I have this book currently sat in my Waterstones basket. I'm very glad I didn't press check out. So this is The Ravens by Cass Morgan and Danielle Page. The back says, only their sisterhood can save them, and it is just a gorgeous cover. Look at that. And it's got bright pink sprayed edges, I believe. Just look at how pink that is. That's pretty cool though, the back of it. I mean, recently we have been getting spoiled with plenty of like foiled artwork and hidden dust covers, but it is just signed as well. I've got a signed book plate from the both. That's pretty cool. Okay, so this book says, only their sisterhood can save them. At first glance, the sisters of ultra-exclusive Kappa Rho Nu, the Ravens, seem like typical sorority girls. Ambitious, beautiful and smart, they're the most powerful girls on Westerly College's Savannah, Georgia campus. But the Ravens aren't just regular sorority girls, they're witches. Scarlet Winter has always known she's a witch, and she's determined to be the sorority's president, just like her mother and sister before her. But if a painful secret from her past comes to light, she could lose everything. Vivi Devereux, I'm guessing that's how it's said, has no idea she's a witch, and she's never lived in one place long enough to make a friend. So when she gets a coveted bid to pledge the Ravens, she vows to do whatever it takes to be part of the magical sisterhood. The only thing standing in her way is Scarlet, who doesn't think Vivi is Raven's material. But when a wicked power rises on campus, the girls will have to put their rivalry aside to save their fellow sisters. Someone has discovered the Raven's secret, and that someone will do anything to see these witches burn. That sounds incredible. What a cracking book to finish the year on. Can we just? Oh my goodness. We are a bit dented, that's fine. We love them either way. Okay, so let's go through who created what. So we obviously have the What is Lost mug, and that is designed by Rosie Thorns. Obviously, she's incredible. We then have the History Her print album, which is designed by Ashley Dyers. Pretty cool. Again, I am a bit gutted that it's a bit blurry. Sad. The artwork's great otherwise. We then have Destiny is a Myth desk pad, and this is designed by Her Paper World and is obviously inspired by the Poppy War. And the print album is inspired by Red, White and Royal Blue. I forgot to say that. But now you know. The Yip Yip glass nail file. The artwork was done by Cade, which is Hey at Las Creative. It's quite cool. I quite like it. I think it would be handy. We then have the No Peak Clan framed photo magnets, and the artwork is done by Anna V, and this is apparently the Cole family. So I'm guessing if this is the only one that I don't recognise, this is the one inspired by Jade City, which is currently in my bag that I need to read. So these can go on your TBR cart. They even said, keep the Cole family close with these magnets inspired by framed photos, perfect for your fridge or TBR cart. They'll be going on my TBR cart. And then finally we have the monthly pin, which we haven't looked at yet. And it is obviously designed by Stacey McAvoy-Caunt. So let's show you first. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's so cool. So this pin is apparently inspired by the tarot cards that they use in the book to determine whether you are a witch or not, which is pretty cool. So that is everything in this box. Next month's theme is Rebellious Royals, and it says our January theme is dedicated to those royals who don't like to follow established conventions or play by the rules. Our chosen book for January is a debut, a space opera with an intergalactic treaty at risk. Following the death of an imperial prince, his widower is rushed into an arranged marriage with a disreputable prince to try and save negotiations. But was the prince's death truly an accident, and are the new couple now developing feelings for each other? Part murder mystery, part political intrigue, our favourite element of this novel was a swoon-worthy central romance that is one of the sweetest we have ever read. The edition comes with exclusive sprayed edges, is signed by the author, and both the boxes will have the special pin designed by Stacey McAvoy-Caunt, which is pretty cool. And the featured fandoms for this month are ACOTAR, A Song of Wraith and Ruin, You Should See Me in a Crown, Mirage, and they'll be including an officially licensed Cruel Prince item, which is going to be a puzzle. They've already given us the sneak peek for that. So that is pretty cool. That sounds good, to be fair. This box was not my favourite, I have to say. Let's see what Fairyloot have done. So this month's theme for Fairyloot is Thick as Thieves, and this is the spoiler card artwork. It is stunning, like usual, and again we will check that at the end. So let's get into the box. Oh my goodness, so the first thing I see is fabric, and it's a hat. Oh my goodness, I love a bookish hat. It says Mountain Dragon Beanie on it. Oh my gosh, this is inspired by The Hobbit. Look at it. So we've got the little like houses that they live in. We have the ring, obviously. We have, I don't know if they're meant to be sweets or not. Not too sure. But then we have the dragon. I don't know if this is gonna actually like get ruined because of my makeup, but I love the hat. I'm trying not to get foundation on it because it's white. Oh my goodness, look at it. I love beanie hats, they're so cool. Okay, so already we are off to a big winner. The next item I see is in a box, so I think I know what this is. Yes, this is the secret volume number 4 from Fairyloot. I just need to figure out how to get into it. Oh, there we go. I love these. I already have one, I think. I only got one. For some reason I thought I had more, but apparently I now own half of the ones that have been out. There you go. Me trying to lob it at myself. So there is the front, just says secret volume number 4 on it, and the back and inside. Take the packet out. It has got all of this stunning artwork in it. Look at that. That is so cool. So we've got like The Hobbit, Lanny Taylor, Days of Blood and Starlight, Roshni Chokshi with the Gilded Wolves, The Last Magicians in there, V.E. Schwab with Dark Shade of Magic, and The Lies of Locke Lamora. Many of those are books on my list to read. That is also super cool. I see the tarot cards inside, so they are still inspired by Crescent City, which is awesome. These are pretty cool. I like my collection of these. I like that my collection of these is growing. But I don't really know what to do with them. Now I have that artwork folder, maybe I should put them in there, but I want them to be a little bit more segmented. Like, did anyone collect trading cards as a kid? Like I did at one point. I think they were Pokemon cards. But I had like a Pokemon folder with like little gaps. Does anyone know where to get one of them? Are they still around? Do people still collect cards? I don't know. The next thing is this 2021 calendar, and I believe this has got a load of different fandoms in it. Oh, this is so cool. So we have January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and finally December. And then it's just blank. Pretty cool. I love a little mini calendar. Next up we have this art print, and I again Don't know who that is. I really do struggle with art prints of people from books, because personally, unless there's like a big "this is what I'm from" hint, probably won't get it, because the way I imagine it in my head is always a little bit different to how people like draw them, which is completely fine. But it means we need to wait for the spoiler card for me to tell who this is. What else have we got? Oh, we've got a little pouch. What is this? Oh, I've seen the tag. It's pretty exciting. So now I have 2 of these, and it is just a letter opener, which is pretty cool. So I now have 2 of these, and I believe those are markings of a shadow hunter. Can I remember for the life of me what they're called right now? No. But I'm sure the spoiler card will tell me. My brain is not all here. Oh, and then we have another item hiding around the corner, and it is just this lovely little notebook. So just a standard one. Again, pretty cool. And then we are on to the book again. I have no idea what the book is this month, so I am interested to see what it is. So let's just get all the stuff out. So we have the author letter. There is a spoiler card on the back, which is pretty cool, and there is also our monthly bookmark, which I love. And the book, where's the front? There's the front. Is Master of One by Jada Jones and Danny Bennett. I don't know what this is. That's pretty cool though. So we have dark red glittery edges, which is pretty cool. It is double signed by both authors, and I believe I see artwork on the back. Oh, and we have an embossed cover. So we also have an embossed cover just there. And we have some hidden artwork, which is pretty nice. I say it every time we get it. My favourite kind of special edition things are hidden covers and dust jacket art. Is that what it's called? I think it's what it's called, but yeah. Those are definitely my favourite. So the book says, life in the Queen City isn't easy, especially for a 2-bit thief like Rags. When his latest score goes sideways, he's nabbed by royal sorcerer Morian the Last, who forces him to steal the 6 pieces of an immeasurably powerful ancient Fey relic. Rags is still determined to somehow get away unscathed, until he discovers that the relics Morian is after are actually people. A distractingly handsome Fey prince who has been asleep for centuries, a Queen's Guard deserter with more honour than common sense, a daughter of a disgraced noble family who hits first and asks questions later, a deceptively sweet-natured prince, a member of the underground resistance neither trusting nor trustworthy, and him, Rags. There's no way they can let Morian enact his dark plans, but 6 misfits against an exceptionally wicked enemy doesn't make for generous odds. Luckily, Rags is not generous, he's smart, and he has a plan that just might work. So that sounds pretty cool. So this book sounds fantastic, but I have to say, I don't think it is a book that I would have actually picked for myself, which is the joy of getting these subscription box books. They give me books that I don't think I'd ever normally pick up. It doesn't mention anything about dragons in here. I am a big lover of dragons and mythical creatures. So reading about Fae is not normally top of my list, but I have read some good Fae books recently, so we shall see how I get on with this one. So now we're just going to take a look at the spoiler card and see who made what, and then we'll move right along to next month's theme. So as I said, the theme for this month is Thick as Thieves. So the first thing is the beanie hat, which is indeed inspired by The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I just love this beanie, and the beanie features artwork by Jez Hawk and has so many elements that link to the story, which is so true. And obviously, as I was wearing it, I noticed that even along the bottom, this is like a mountain range. This hat is beautifully designed. The next item we have is the secret book, and again this is designed by Nova on Tail, and it says it's perfect for storing all of your trinkets and treasures, and it's inspired by a bunch of different fandoms with great friendships. Can you spot any of your favourites inside? I can spot plenty of books on my list that I need to read. Does that count? I do love the secret books. I think they're fantastic and they're stunning. It's the same as the book pots from Illumicrate. Like, I think they are my favourite items to receive. So like the secret books from Fairyloot are definitely probably one of my favourite collectible items that they do. I do like the tarot cards, but I like that I can display the secret books as well. And then Illumicrate is definitely the ceramic pots and the mugs. Like, I just love having them on my shelves displayed. They're on so many shelves around. When I eventually film my bookshelf tour, you'll see that. Oh, I got it wrong. So the next item is actually inspired by Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas. It even has all of the weird marks, wired marks. I never know how to say that. Across it. So all of those things that I was like, yeah, they're inspired by Shadowhunters. No, they're Throne of Glass, which makes more sense. The next item is the calendar, and it has artwork by Dominique Wesson, and the artwork is inspired by Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, A Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab, The Gilded Wolves by Roshni Chokshi, Scythe by Neil Schusterman, Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, and Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. The artwork is stunning. I showed you it all earlier, so I love it. We also have the art print, and I said I didn't know who they were, and it's actually inspired by The Raven Cycle by Maggie Stivatter, and the magical art print is illustrated by Saint Dree. Pretty cool, huh? We also have the notepad, and that is featuring artwork by unicify.art, and it's inspired by Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi, which is on my list to read next year. I won't get to it this year, but I will get to it hopefully next year. And finally we have our tarot cards, which are still being designed by Ars28, and they are still inspired by House of Earth and Blood, which is pretty cool. And finally we have the hidden artwork, which is on the reverse of the dust jacket, and that was designed by Bloody Damn It. And last but not least, they also designed the artwork on the author letter, which is stunning. Look at those eyes. And again, designed by Bloody Damn It. Okay, so the Fairy Scoop. So our exclusive edition of Master of One comes with shimmery sprayed edges, signed by the authors, foil embossed on the cover, and artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket. Oh, so I rarely manage to read the questions that are in here like straight away, but I've just skim read one, and it just says, oh, what can you tell us about the sequel? So there's going to be another one, which is pretty cool. So if I like this, maybe they'll do a sequel for it. And then on the back it says that January's theme is Greek mythology, and it says fascinating tales told over thousands of years, filled with betrayal, power, romance and magic, inspiring millions of people around the world. Gods and goddesses with too much power wreaking havoc on Earth, making very human mistakes. The allure of Greek mythology is undeniable, and this entire theme is inspired by it. You can expect items inspired by Greek gods and goddesses, Circe, Percy Jackson, Lovely War, and our featured book of the month. We're thrilled to reveal that this box will have a stunning multicoloured enamel metal bookmark, that was a mouthful, by Monolime Art, and a beautiful book sleeve by Chatty Nora. Our featured book of the month is a very highly anticipated release by a best-selling author, and we think it is one of our most spectacular additions to date. This contemporary fantasy is inspired by Greek mythology and is set in the modern world. It is a high-octane tale of power, destiny, love and redemption. This Fairyloot exclusive edition will have an exclusive cover, sprayed and stenciled edges, artwork on the reverse of the dust jacket, foil embossing on the front and back of the case, custom end papers, and will have a printed signature. Okay, that's a lot. That's so cool. Okay, so that is next month's theme, and that sounds amazing. So, favourite item from each box. So I have to say, for Illumicrate, it is definitely the mug by Rosie Thorns. I love it. It's not like a massively different item, but the artwork is stunning. I love the series that it's based on. I love this. And then my favourite item from Fairyloot has got to be the beanie, because I kind of squealed when I saw it. So these are my favourite items from both boxes. Do we even have to say who won this one? Because in my opinion, hands down, it was Fairyloot. So as much as I think that the books for Illumicrate were probably more up my street, purely for the fact that I knew what both of them were and I've got no idea what this fairy book is, Fairyloot just have the items down. Like, if it was a book only subscription, Illumicrate, hands down, because I love both books. One is very highly anticipated for me, the other is actually now in, well, the other is currently in my book cart for Waterstones, which I'll need to take out. But the items for Fairyloot, well done Fairyloot, you won my final book box battle for December. So as you may have noticed, I have not been doing these throughout the year. What I plan to do next year, I will be carrying on the book box battles theme every month, hopefully, if they carry on with the shipping being the way it is. Obviously I'm not too sure what's going to happen with the world, fingers crossed, but that is my plan. And then my plan is to keep track of every month of who wins, so that when it comes to next December I can have a tally of, in my opinion, who won. And I'm going to try and keep up with every single book that comes through in the subscription boxes, so I can also tell you how many Fairyloot books I really loved, how many Illumicrate books I really loved, who had the most consistent favourites from me, that sort of thing. If there's anything else you'd like me to keep track of, let me know down below. But other than that, that is all for this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. It really supports me and my channel. Let's have a chat in the comments. Do you get these boxes? Do you have any preferences on these books, these items? What was your favourite? Let me know down below. And if you want to see me carry this series on into 2021, then please consider subscribing to me. I plan to do them every month, carrying on as well. But that is all from me today. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you soon in the next video. Bye!